Hello, everybody. For the final time in 2019, welcome back to the NASCAR Vernors Cup Series. It's been a long year. We're down to 3 drivers competing for the championship. There was a 4th who could have been in contention if your points leader had DNQ'd, but there were no other entries. And then a 5th if the top 2 in points DNQ'd. But anyway. What I'm trying to say is Tom Hanks somehow leads the points by 9 points over Harrison Ford, despite missing the race at Charlotte, the Dr. Pepper 600. Bob Ross is in 3rd in points. He's 61 points behind. Luckily, due to how this works, Tom Hanks has 2 wins. Ford and Ross only have 1. Hanks and Ford, if they tie, then Ford won't, due to how the points work out, how the point system is, and then Ford wouldn't have won the race, which means Hanks would still win it. What I'm trying to say is Tom Hanks and Harrison Ford can't tie in both races won and in points, but I think Hanks and Ross could, and Ford and Ross, I don't know. Anyway, we got to get to the starting lineup for this race. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution 500. Burt Reynolds with his 3rd pole on the year will end the year tied for 1st with Tom Jones for most poles, and Hank Hill alongside. Then Casper the Friendly Ghost in his final race in the 32 will line up next to Iggy Koopa, who's also leaving his ride. Al Roker's going to be probably moving to the 6th, and Kathy Bates is actually staying where she's at, which is actually starting in 6th spot. Then Telly Savalas and Sir Topham Hatt, Woody Woodpecker, and Stephen George round out your top 10. Joe Biden is going to line up next to Bela Fleck. There's one of your contenders. 2nd in points, Harrison Ford. He starts next to Billy Mays, who is only 8th in points. Jeff Lynne will be next to Woody Harrelson. And Peter Perfect, 5th in points, starts next to his teammate, Donald Fagen, who nearly won the championship last year, but is only 18th in points this year. What position is this for? Rounding out your top 20, Mark Martin, who might be moving to his own team next year, and Ann Wilson. George Lazenby and Ian Anderson. Gosh, forgot to mention Donald Fagen has one here. I think Mark Martin probably has one. Then John Cena and Brendan Gaughan. There's Bob Ross and Tom Jones. Bob Ross is a long shot at this point, but he could still win it. Tony Stark and Denzel Washington. Then last year's champion, Richard Simmons, starting next to Morgan Freeman. There's the winner of this race last year, Tom Hanks. He's also your points leader, but he's starting deep in the field alongside Stephen Hawking. Geddy Lee is going to be next to Ferris Bueller, and Snoop Dogg and David Land. And Crow T. Robot next to Al Capone, and Marco Polo next to Marty McFly. Rounding out the field, Alfred Hitchcock, dead last. Qualifying issues are what kept him out of this championship hunt, as he missed 4 races, and he's only 285 points back. Alongside of him will be Walter White.
Drivers, start your engines!
Just do the math, that's like 72 points per race if he had made those 4 races he missed, and he'd be points. Really? I saw that. George Lazenby is going to be a dumb. Excited lady. Announcer. Grand Marshal thing. Take 2. That looks a lot better. Let's get that ticker up on the screen, so you know who's doing what. Man, those camera angles are wonky because of all the campers. High lane a little slow for some reason. Bob Ross just wasn't quite forming up. Anyway, 500 to end the year off. We're gonna end the year off again here next year. We like it here. Besides, putting a Homestead in November would be keeping it, having it back where it used to be would be, that's like hurricane season. Does anybody die? It does not look like it. Thank goodness. Pace car down pit road. None of these other cars are. Burt Reynolds and Hank Hill will lead us to the green here at Atlanta. Saw some riveting racing here on Friday and Saturday. A beautiful afternoon. 59 degrees Fahrenheit. A decently strong wind blowing south at 8 miles an hour. That's going to affect speeds. It's already Iggy Koopa going to try and jump towards the lead here in turn number 3. And I don't think he might not be completely clear. Yeah, he was clear. And Iggy Koopa has led your first lap. Right now as they run, Harrison Ford would have been your champion. Al Roker, he hasn't won since the TVA 500 last year. This is a 66th straight. This is a 66 start since then. He's going for the lead. Now that's very interesting. Look who's also fallen back a couple of spots. Is the 31. As Bob Ross goes, not Bob Ross, Burt Reynolds goes for second. Al Capone settles out in about 19th. No, 17th. Bob Ross stuck high. So is Tom Hanks. Very interesting set of circumstances here today. Woody Woodpecker now making it 3 wide. He was a championship contender for much of last year, was leading the points most of the season, did not get a single win. Burt Reynolds is clear as Billy Mays now. 2 career wins. I forgot where he won this year. That's very professional, I know. But now a battle for second heating up a little bit here. Billy Mays trying to get in here. Wow. Anyway. That's crazy. Anyway, now Al Roker is caught right up. And he's not having a lot of luck. Anyway, as you can see, 7 laps are done. No, Kathy Bates wasn't your pollster. It was Burt Reynolds. Where's your highest championship contender? What are you doing, cat? There's Harrison Ford. You can see, where is Tom Hanks? Oh! Caution is out. Is Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks, I think, is in it. He's left. Caution is out. What on earth? Did this just affect the championship? Oh, Richard Simmons blew a motor. Oh, hard licks all around. You can see Morgan Freeman got into him, and then Denzel Washington got into Freeman. Let's take a look at this better. Ian Anderson got into Washington, and Anna Wilson got into Anna. And Snoop got collected. Crow. Was that Bob Ross? David Land. There's Tom Hanks. Marty McFly. Ferris Bueller. Walter White. Ian Anderson. Oh, no. Tom Hanks hits... Oh, man. Several wrinkled cars. Let's see this all in real time. Tom Hanks wasn't last. Oh! Ton of carnage all over, man. Here's the race back to the line. Billy Mays making the 3 wide for second as Burt Reynolds nearly spun out. Al Roker. No, I'm crazy. Billy Mays hasn't won this year. Okay. All that for nothing. It's likely we're going to see pit stops. It might be a 3-stop race because of this. Caution flied. Well, kind of... Oh, on lap 9 it was. You can see several cars down pit road. Nobody taking a chance and staying out. That turned out to be the deciding factor in the Melling race. We go to the pit lane 1 cam. Right sides go up on the 15 as well as several drivers. Then the lefts go up. Iggy Koopa's going to win the race off. Burt Reynolds is going to get held along with Hank Hill. Oh! Right there, Sir Topham Hatt makes some contact. Tom Hanks, well, I think he's going to be on the lead lap. We accelerate through time all of a sudden. Sorry for that little bit there. Iggy Koopa's your leader. We'll go back to green with, he said 69 laps to go. I think 69. Yeah, 69 laps to go. Iggy Koopa's your leader. Billy May second. Al Roker third. Woody Woodpecker fourth. And then John Cena fifth. Bela Fleck, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Jeff Lynn, Brendan Gaughan, and Kathy Bates. For those of you wondering on the championship battle, Harrison Ford is in 18th. Bob Ross 25th. And Tom Hanks 36th. Pace car down pit road. Denzel Washington a lap down. Out of the race. Walter White, Richard Simmons, Morgan Freeman, Ian Anderson, and Snoop Dogg. Green flag is out. Denzel Washington is very slow. He's going to hold up. Really, he's going to hold up everyone outside of the top 12 or so. Top 11. Oh, contact nearly made. They're going 3 wide just to try and get by. And Tom Hanks a little slow on pace. So you can see, very interestingly enough, John Cena pitting for some reason. Meanwhile, at the front, Billy Mays was making a dive for the lead. I think Tom Hanks is faster than Marty McFly. See slow cars. Sir Topham Hatt pitting. Why are a lot of these drivers pitting, I wonder? Burt Reynolds pits. Very interesting. Now Bela Fleck in the second. Woody Woodpecker in the third. Al Roker gonna take fourth away from Billy Mays. Koopa stretching his advantage. He's never won before. Tom Hanks up to 33rd. Obviously, that's not near close enough. Not if Harrison Ford stays in 11th. However, Bob Ross is only 18th. So if, say, Harrison Ford were to drop out of the race right now, Tom Hanks would be back in the points lead. Bob Ross would be a few spots shy. Fortunately, Harrison Ford just made a move for 10th. Bela Fleck, though, look at him. He's tracking down this 15. Interesting stats. Top 11 at all, breaking the 29-second mark. Slowest car by fastest lap is the 31. Marty McFly just looks really slow. I'm surprised he hasn't been able to catch him. Or pass him, rather. Battle for third, right? Fourth, maybe. Third, fourth. Woody Woodpecker and Al Roker. And Harrison Ford making an aggressive move, going 3 wide. He's going to shake out that lap in the 9th. Funnily enough, they're in track. All their spots are in track are the same. The lap cars are actually between the lead lap car, or at the end behind all the lead lap cars. Bela Fleck has caught up to Iggy Koopa. He's going for his 2nd career win. Kathy Bates is going for her 4th and her 3rd on the year. Bela Fleck making the move into 3. Hanging tough on the outside is the 15. But Fleck's going to muscle his way through. Iggy Koopa might be getting a run on the high line. No, he's not, I don't think. Top 3, single file. Bela Fleck, your new leader. Ziggy Koopa gonna make a move. What about Kathy Bates? They all stay pretty single file. Harrison Ford getting shuffled back a little. Down the 13th, I believe. There is Bob Ross. Tom Hanks still stuck behind Marty McFly. He just ran another fat lap faster. Iggy Koopa trying to hold pace. Woody Woodpecker now up into the 4th spot. Gonna try and challenge for 3rd as Casper the Friendly Ghost is broken into the 5th. Tom Jones going for 14th on Tony Stark. Very interesting. Al Roker continuing the fall down the order. There's Denzel Washington. Burt Reynolds has gotten by John Cena and Denzel. Who's now 20 seconds behind. He's going to keep needing cautions if he wants to have a chance. Bela Fleck fighting off a lunge by Iggy Koopa. They're coming up onto the lapped car of Denzel Washington. Oh, Koopa tried to get a... Oh, they're 3 wide. They make contact! Casper the Friendly Ghost into the wall. We stay green! He's really slow. Oh, Joe Biden, what are you doing? Just like that. Back to 28th spot. Let's go see how that happened. They were going 3 wide and Mays got in him, but he kept it going in the right direction. No caution. Harrison Ford now to 11th. Unbelievable. No caution. I can't believe that. Interesting. Darn, I thought that was going to be the impetus. Now Tom Hanks is the next car. In line. That's not good. Not for his championship hopes. Bela Fleck leading. You see the skid marks. Trials and tribulations. 2 to 3 car breakaway at this point, it looks like. Rest of the field just trying to stay relevant. The reason why that they're all strung out like this is because of this man, Denzel Washington. What happened? Marty McFly has gone a lap down. I think he pitted. There he is. Does that mean we're having pit stops soon? No clue. What I do know is Bela Fleck has suddenly jumped out to 3/4 of a second lead. How long is that going to last? Kathy Bates in the second now. Woody Woodpecker and Iggy Koopa fighting for third. And here comes Billy Mays. Oh, Billy Mays and Woody Woodpecker were on the top and the bottom when Casper was in the middle and got sent to the back. Casper's made it up to the 24th spot in that Speedwagon. There he is. You can see the damage. Harrison Ford running. Oh, there's Tom Hanks. Tail end of the lead lap. This could probably be the nail in the coffin in the championship. But Hanks could come into play depending on how much he holds up. If he holds up Harrison Ford and by how much. Of course, that's assuming that they don't cycle through pit stops or anything crazy first. Bob Ross at 15th. He's still not in good enough position. There's Washington getting shifted through everything. There we go, back at the front. Bela Fleck almost catching. Tom Hanks, lap 38 started, and he's going to put him a lap down. Easily. There's your next cars on track. They're a while away still. They're all a lap down. Burt Reynolds is 2 laps off pace. See, they're having a whale of a time trying to get around this 31. Oh, and Kathy Bates is going to get held. Oh, no. Is Woody Woodpecker going to get... Yes. I don't know what Tom Hanks is doing. Maybe he's looking for that 97. Why is Tom Hanks just getting these super runs out of the corners? This time, Woody Woodpecker doesn't have a massive checkup. But look at the advantage. Probably a second and a half now. And there goes Harrison Ford. He's almost to the inside. Look, three straight rush cars. Ann Wilson is down pit road. So is Bela Fleck. Fleck is pitted. Ferris Bueller and David Land. Interesting. So, Woody Woodpecker was leading, and Iggy Koopa took the lead, and he's coming to pit road before even being credited, so leading a lap. So, Billy Mays Oh, spin! Al Capone. Right at halfway, too. No pace car lights on, so no caution for that either. Now, here comes Billy Mays and them in. Brendan Gaughan gets credited with leading. Brendan Gaughan, your leader. We should pit another time and like with 10 to go or something. Okay, I thought there was damage to that 93 for a second. I think... Oh, geez, that's a gaggle. I believe Bela Fleck will cycle out as your race leader by far. Nobody on lap 44 that I see. There's Brendan Gaughan. There he is. Bela Fleck is going to take over the lead by a huge margin. Jesus. Al Roker and Iggy Koopa fight for second, and they're going to have a slow... Casper the Ghost! That's a... I don't know how huge that margin is. Nearly 6 seconds, okay. Bela Fleck checked out to dry. Or checked out. John Cena looks like he's really slow. What is going on up here? Tom Hanks. Harrison Ford up to 4th. Jesus. Crazy, 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 crazy. Oh, a big gaggle here. John Cena's really slow. These guys are... There's a bunch of Dodges back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Cena's coming to pit road. That's why. And I don't think they're going to have quite enough because they pitted right when the green started. Basically, they try to get the world's most massivist overcut. But in effect, because of schematics, it's basically they got undercut. And are a lap down. So here we are with what? 35 to go. Gonna be 34 at the line. Gonna be 30... 31 car, now 30 cars in the lead lap, I believe. Yes. Bela Fleck is walking. Well, no, he's not walking away. The line of deficit was down to 4 seconds. Oh boy, John Cena's going to be interesting. Of course, that was Al. How much is Al Roker cutting this lead down by? No, they actually lost ground that time. Very interesting. lackluster championship battle, surprisingly. Has a very similar feeling to Friday's race. Iggy Koopa in the second. And they had gained time slightly. Now Al Roker's going to try and take second back. Now they've got basically 2 lap cars between them. There's John Cena. He's got faster tires. He just ran his fastest lap of the race. Still only good enough for 26th fastest. Interesting. And see, now Al Roker is back out in front. Or back out in second. These guys probably could catch and pass Bela Fleck if they would stop racing each other. Al Roker, who's gotten some separation on Iggy Koopa, finally, for at least a couple laps, a lap or two at least. Trying to make good time. Yeah, he just cut the gap by about a half a second there. Especially with John Cena. I think now the 42 still exists. Denzel Washington's still slow. Down to 320 is the gap, so like they're now into a bigger group now. Iggy Koopa trying to retake third as Woody Woodpecker got there. Harrison Ford now going for fourth on Woody Woodpecker. Also, Jeff Lynne, Tom Jones, Brendan Gaughan up here in the next pack with the lapped car of Casper the Friendly Ghost throwing a monkey wrench in the thing. John Cena is going to get his lap, one of his laps back. Oh, big checkup from somebody. Maybe. Just not a great set of corners is what it was. It's down to 2.5 seconds the gap. Al Roker trying to chase down this 93 car. Yes, 93 truck. Marco Polo's gotten up here, as well as Billy Mays, Sir Top Man, Alfred Hitchcock. Bob Ross leads the second pack. He pretty much needs trouble to happen to Harrison Ford at this point. So there's 25 now, going to be 24 laps to go. Gap down to around 2 seconds. No, it's down to 1.5. Holy cow. Oh, wait. I was about to say he really gained and I realized that was Woody Woodpecker on Al Roker. There's Bela Fleck at the line. Still caught in up by 0.2. 1.2 the gap. All this running out clean air by himself with no draft, be burning up his tires. It's just, he's getting undercut. He might, I mean, overcut. He might be getting overcut here. We saw it yesterday. It was, I believe, a fuel-only stop for Emerald. It did not pay off. In the late stages as Ringo Starr got around him. Gap now under a second. Al Roker is a coming. Gap down to about 2/3. But here comes Woody Woodpecker to the inside. Side by side. And he's going to just get glomped. Gap back up to about a second. Harrison Ford going for third. Now he's going for second. He wants to be like AJ Jones and guarantee himself in with a win. Oh, it's a little slow coming off the corner there. Marty McFly back down. That's good, I guess. Gap now down to a half a second. John Cena's really raced away. A whole straightaway gap. Not the gap. I'm not having a sale at the gap. Woody Woodpecker draws to within a couple car lengths of the 93. 18 laps to go. They're side by side through 1 and 2. It looks like Woodpecker might clear off of 2 unless Fleck can get a run. No, maybe not. Here comes Harrison Ford in the lapped car of Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's Ford to second. Al Roker trying to get to third. And now Jeff Lynne the fourth. Iggy Koopa gonna try and get the fifth in all of this. Looks like he will do so. Can Alfred Hitchcock nab sixth while he's at it? Maybe not. $16 to go for Woody Woodpecker. Crow just really parked it in the middle of the corner, it looks like. They're not getting as wild as they were. Crow is... What is... Not Crow. Casper. Casper being a lap car. What is he gonna do? He's just content to ride behind. Fleck down to 8th. Oh, here comes Al Roker with a charge into the corner. The 97 and the 32 get a runoff. It's 13th is where Bob Ross is. You just be shy of Tom Hanks by like 4 points. Caution is out. with 13 to go, we're going to have a single file restart. Looks like it happened immediately. A debris caution? Did we get a debris? I don't see anything that would... I don't see anything that would qualify. But here comes everybody down the pit road. We got... Okay, those are the lap cars that are staying out. I was about to say. Rights go up on the 21. Now they're down. Oh, interesting strategy. Sir Topham Hat. Oh, Brendan gone in the second now. Ooh, chaos in pit road. I don't know what's going on. Oh! These guys are all lapped. Oh boy. Brendan Gaughan has just made his way from 17th to 2nd, it looks like. Woody Woodpecker will still be your leader. Hi. Harrison Ford down a spot. The 3rd. Jeff Lynn the 4th. There we go. Peter Perfect the 5th. Then Kathy Bates. Alfred Hitchcock. Mark Martin. Tom Jones. Marco Polo. There's Bob Ross in 11th. And Tom Hanks is in 33rd. If Harrison Ford were to not finish, if he were to like drop out of this race right now, Bob Ross would be in position to win the championship. What do you need Ford to fall to like 30th? Maybe 29th? Oh yeah, maybe 29th considering he'd be up a spot. Interesting. Maybe 28th. Restart with 9 to go, maybe? It's interesting. There's only 10 laps now left in the season. Started all the way back in February, and here we are. What is likely going to be the last restart of the year. Unless craziness happens. No, it's 10 to go. I can't count. It will be... No, the restart will be 9 to go. Very interesting. As we get set, there are going to be 4 slow cars. This is going to be very interesting. As we get ready to just ice the season. Harrison Ford poised to win the title. Green flag is out, and away we go. Woody Woodpecker the first to make the move down low. Brendan Gaughan tried going high. It's not going to work out. He's going to get majorly held up. Woody Woodpecker slicing and dicing. But Jeff Lynne is right there too. Several drivers on the apron. Peter Perfect is pitting. So is Kathy Bates. Did they not get enough fuel in? 8 to go! Burt Reynolds almost got punted by Marty McFly. That was right in front of Harrison Ford. Now Ford checked up massively in that corner for a second. I thought he was going to come to pit lane. Major conglomerate of drivers right here. Oh! Telly Savalas blows a motor! No caution. Bob Ross is up to 7th. Now did he lay down oil? John Cena pits. Coming to 5 to go if we have more craziness. Who knows what will happen? Cena's out of the race. Tom Hanks has actually cracked the top 3. Brendan Gaughan trying to come back. Caution coming out now at the race would end in yellow. Jeff Lynne and now Alfred Hitchcock. Trying to hone in. Tom Jones the 4th. Marco Polo is the highest driver on track who's never won a race. At all. Everybody in front of him's won this season, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Harrison Ford making aggressive moves with 3 to go. Why would they not pit? That just doesn't make any sense. Jeff Lynne going for the lead here. With ease, no! Woody Woodpecker fighting back on the outside. They're side by side almost. With 2 to go, they are side by side. Lynne, can Lynne clear off the corner? Yes, no, yes. Woodpecker might have used up his equipment. Now Alfred Hitchcock trying to make a move. Lynne's pitting! Alfred Hitchcock and the 21 and the 43 are two of the most iconic numbers in NASCAR. White flag is out. Does Harrison Ford have enough? And he probably does. Woody Woodpecker pulling away. The last time these two cars finished 1-2, I believe, was at Bristol in 2001 when Elliott Sadler beat John Andretti. But Woody Woodpecker going to win his 3rd career races. Harrison Ford is going to take the championship easily. A lot of drivers pit at the end. Bob Ross dropped. Wow. Strange. That's crazy. But your champion will be Harrison Ford. He got it done. Alfred Hitchcock listed as retiring. Lovely. Anyway, we'll see you again in 3 months. That was an decently exciting finish. Woody Woodpecker wins over Alfred Hitchcock. It's going to be a lot of shaking and sorting of the points after this. A lot of new faces. Some familiar faces in new spots. Hope you've enjoyed the 2019 season. Until next time, farewell.